Okay. So have you ever been just waiting at a red light and you decide to, there was nobody looking, there's no cop, no stop, so you just decide to go? So you just run the red light. So have you ever like told yourself, do you think that's really a good idea, or, you know, could I hurt somebody probably doing that? More likely. I mean, there could be a pedestrian walking by, bicyclist drives by and you clip him and flips over your car and he gets hurt. And then you just drive away. Because you're like, you know what, I'm not going to deal with that today. I'm already just ran a red light, I'm going to have to pay a ticket, and now I'm going to pay your medical bill. So you just decide to drive away. Either way, that's just not a good decision. So I feel like you should probably just stop, because there could be so much just not having to deal with that, having to pay a ticket, because of that thing, snapping a picture of your car. Red light cameras can save lives. It'll keep the community and visitors safe from running red lights, and it can prevent a lot of accidents. Like most of the places, or the research I did, was most of the cameras are in intersections where most accidents happen. And they say that when they put those cameras, or when they are enforced, they actually reduce the amount of accidents and red light runs. So another thing that you have to look for would have to be these signs. When you come driving into Cedar Rapids doesn't have like those exact signs, but they have a white squared sign that says that photo cameras are being used to catch red light runners. So that is another picture of something that you'll have to be careful or watch for, because then you'll know if you can't be running red lights. Why are they a good thing? Like I said, they can benefit the community in many ways, and the people of the community, by causing less accidents, saving lives, not having bicyclists flip over the cars, having the runner get smacked into, and it just seems a little bit safer. It also makes drivers think twice before running a red light, or before even thinking of running a red light. It makes them also feel like they need to drive with more caution, and they need to watch the way they drive, because most people think, oh, well, there's no cop, no stop, well, I'm just going to fly right through and not have to pay a ticket. Well, having that sign and the camera, having a thought in your mind, feels like, oh, you have to drive with more caution and be more focused on stopping at red lights. Many people, I thought, would think that they're a bad thing, because they're like, oh, you know, what if it's just yellow and they decide to give me a ticket? The camera doesn't officially start until it turns red, and it goes on motion. So when you drive by, it clicks that motion, it's going to take the picture. Like if you go back, that has like a motion sensor on the left side, bottom left, and then the camera itself. So it'll detect the motion, snap a picture, you're going to get your ticket in the mail, and you'll be happy. Well, like you won't be, but they will be happy because they're going to get your money. But the good thing, though, is that those tickets are not put on your driving record, just like the speeding tickets that you can get by speeding cameras. Also, the official term for the red light camera is red light running camera. That's the official term. It's the shortened version of just red light camera. So basically, it just captures an image of your car and will send you the nice picture of your rear end and your license plate and say you just ran this red light, you gotta pay the fine. But the penalties aren't as bad as you think. Like most speeding tickets, it just depends on how fast you're going. On red lights, it's just basically you run the light, you get the ticket. If you keep doing it, the fines might build. But other than that, you should be good. Like I said, they're more lenient with fines, I guess, but you know, they're still gonna give you a nice charge. So I decided to do a survey, and I interviewed 15 students, and surprisingly, the blue part, they were for the red light cameras, and the red, they were against. When I asked the 10 students why they were for it, they said mostly because of the safety reasons, and how, like, most of them were sports and stuff, and cross country and stuff, and they said that they would feel more safe having those red light cameras being there, so that they know that they have like the right way to walk and feel safe. And then when the red said that they were against it, I asked why they were against it, and they said it was because they didn't have to pay a fine, and they felt like if there's no cop, they don't need to stop, because who's going to catch them? Who's going to call them in? Nobody. But then I was like, well, did you ever think that those red light cameras could save a life? And they said no. And then after that, then they kind of started changing their mind, but for this purpose, I decided to leave it like that, just to give a view that not everybody's for it, but some people are. And I also called the Cedar Rapids Police Department, and they were not rude, but they didn't really help me out much. They said that they could not give me, or not answer any of my questions, because they didn't want to give a personal input on red light cameras. So I said, okay. So, in conclusion, red light cameras can save lives. They benefit the community and the people. So next time you're at a red light and there is no one else around, stop and wait your turn until the light turns green.